My experiences at Chemawa Indian School. It was the first time I ever boarded a plane alone. I was so anxious on that flight that I couldn't bring myself to eat or drink anything. Although I did get to watch Deadpool on that flight, so I can't say it was all bad. When I finally arrived to Portland, Oregon, it was already past midnight. I was greeted at the airport by Chemawa staff in a large bus. Upon arrival at Chemawa, I was immediately assigned to my dorm. The next day, I got settled, organized my part of the dorm since I was going to be living there, met new friends, and got my class schedule. The school itself was like a maze. Everything looked the same, and it was pretty confusing. I had trouble finding my classes as they were spread out so weirdly. For example, my English class was stationed at the other end of the school. Needless to say, I was late to that class a lot. After a week, the staff set up an inflatable water park on the football field. My friends and I spent an hour swimming, sliding, and eating shaved ice. After those fun activities, we had a paintball war. At the end of the night, bonfires were set up for s'mores and for people to wind down. To pass the time after school, I would play pool, video games, read books, hang out with the three goats, salt, pepper, and mashed potato. On weekends and special occasions, the staff would let us have movie nights in the auditorium. Chemawa is a closed campus, so my Auntie Gracia would check me out on some weekends. We went on a hike to Multnomah Falls. It felt more like a walk than a hike with the paved pathways. We checked out Patak Mansion and we went out for some ice cream. October was distressing as I had to figure out how to get home for my Grandma Lillian's funeral. At that same time, my Auntie Danielle's dog, McKinley, also disappeared. It was a distressing time for my family. In November, I went on a few school trips to tour university campuses. One of my most present memories I have from touring those campuses was this heavenly chicken wrap that makes my mouth water when I think about it. December was incredibly boring as a majority of the activities were postponed due to testing. In March 2019, I was pulled out of Chemawa and went home for good.